Hey y'all. So I am definitely going to have to make a new book for this July postcard play. When I started it, I didn't take into consideration the fact that I like to add things that have dimension to them. So we are going to make a new cover for it. And the cover for that is going to be this food box. So I use Fabrifix, and I'm going to do this a section at a time. And I do like to put a, what is this called? Gosh. Batting in between it. And I'm using this because it's the cheap stuff. I had it left over from something else. Or it came in a grab bag. There are two different sides. This side is flatter, this side is fluffier, and I want it to go on the flatter side. I didn't even check to see if this fit properly, so we're just going to put it right here. Okay, and then we're going to flip that over, and we'll probably have little particles of stuff on it because I need to clean my desk. And we're just going to put glue all over it. I will be sewing the edges, but I'm going out in a little bit here, and so that way it will make sure that I have enough time for the glue to fully dry, because I'm one of those bad people that use my machine for both fabric and paper. I do have two sewing machines, but the one that I would like to use for strictly paper, it does have a automatic threader in it. I don't know what it's, I guess that's what it's called, an automatic threader. However, I don't know if it just needs to be oiled or if it's just an old machine, but it isn't working very well. And so I'm kind of blind, so I have a really hard time threading that machine without an automatic threader. So, and because this is cheap batting, I'm not going to keep these pieces here. I'm just going to toss them. Although I suppose these pieces here on the end would be big enough to make coasters out of. But the question is, when will I have the time? When will I have the time to do that? Because I don't have time to... I don't think I got close enough to the edge there. Let's see. I've been meaning to make new coasters for quite some time because we have some that actually have cork on them. They're old, and the I don't know how to fix it, but it's not that they're sticky. It's just that when the glass sweats, it gets the cork wet, and then the cork actually sticks to the bottom of the glass. So when you pick up your glass, the coaster is attached to it for some reason. Okay, so I didn't even check. This is the fabric that I'm gonna use, and you can't see through it. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I am going to put it down and kinda, okay, the selvage is on that end, so I wanna kinda measure it this way. And there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it here, and I'm gonna cut it about there, and then that way I'm just going to tear it. Where'd the other one go? Here we go. Okay. I really need to clean my desk, y'all. It's a disaster. Okay, and so this is non-directional. Let me just get, there we go. Okay, save those. They can come in handy. So I'm going to put that down there first, and it's going to fit in there just like that. And in order to, let me turn it sideways a little bit here. Okay, there's my, in order to make this not bleed, we're going to put a lot of glue on here, and we're going to squish it down with our fingers. And I would have used the regular bottle of Fabrifix that it comes in. However, I think this is my last bottle. So we're just gonna smush that around so it doesn't bleed through the fabric. And then it doesn't matter that this has wrinkles in it. We're just gonna put it down right like that. And we're gonna do the same thing, flip it over and smooth that out. Okay. We have little glue boogers everywhere. Okay, and we're gonna do the same thing here, but we're gonna do this in sections because it's easier to do it that way. And I don't necessarily have to cover the whole thing in glue. I just have to get enough on there so it's not gonna move, since I am gonna sew it. And this is also a good way to do it in sections if you have fabric that is extremely wrinkled, because you have a better chance of getting more wrinkles out of it if you do it in sections. Okay. And the only thing about this particular cheap batting is it's a little bit fuzzier than the stuff that I prefer. But the stuff I prefer is the Warm and Natural 100% cotton, because it doesn't make you sweat. You know, it's not a poly cotton blend. And that's what I use for my quilts, is 100% cotton. So this either came in a grab bag or it was in my hall closet, which means that it was probably my mom's. My mom used to quilt too and make little Christmas ornaments and stuff. So, okay, and I think the spine on this is maybe 2 1/4 inches. And I think the spine on the one that I've been using it, sorry, I'm just getting the glue off my hands. I think that was only a 1-inch spine. Oh, so look at me not even paying attention. So this glue dries, doesn't dry as quick like art glitter glue. So that glue right there is gonna be okay until I get to that end. But the problem is that the fuzzy on this stuff is making it get stuck. Globbed up, I don't, whatever you want to call it, you know what I mean. Okay, smooth that out. See how those wrinkles are going away where it was folded? Okay, almost done here. You know, I didn't even think of the inside. So we're just gonna do this cover right now, because, and then I'll do the inside of the cover later on when I get home. And then rebind the whole journal, because by that time, hopefully, I will have made a decision on what I will be doing for day 24 and day 25. So, okay. I have glue everywhere. I really hope this is not my last bottle of Fabrifix. I need to order some more. And that Scotch Create glue stick, I don't know where I put it. Oh, this stuff here, this is my last one, and I was told they don't make it anymore. And so I haven't checked out the brand yet, or the one, I haven't checked out the one yet that they have replaced it with. I did see somebody else use it, and they said it was a little bit more gooier on the first time they did it, but then I watched another one of their videos, and they said that it wasn't as gooey as it was the day before. So I need to order both of that. I'll do that later when I get home. And okay, these are the fabric scissors. So let's see, I'm terrible at this, but I'm gonna try it anyway. You wanna cut close, but not at the edge there. And I probably am not getting close enough. But we'll see, right? Yeah, that should get up in there. Okay. So I'm just gonna put this here and smush it out. And we're gonna pull this up. Okay, and then we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Okay, and then pull that up. I probably could have cut some of those ends off. I didn't really need that much. Okay, and then I'm just gonna put, can you see that? I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue in there and a little bit of glue in there. And then we're gonna go up here. You don't really need to smush it out on this side here because it doesn't matter if it bleeds through. It just makes it so it's less bumpy. And so we're going to, okay, how do they do that? One of these days I will get this perfected, because you gotta like miter that corner. There we go, fold that down. I don't know if you saw that. Did that come out? It did, okay. That did work. Okay, so let's see if I can explain this a little bit better on this side. So I did put a little bit of glue. Right, no I didn't. I didn't get it where I wanted it to. Okay, and so we're gonna pull that up, but we're going to put this down. Where's my, okay. Put this down, right? And then we're gonna fold this over just a smidgen, and then we're gonna pull it down. Roll it in a little bit more. Okay. Had to flatten that out there, okay. Those are probably the first good mitered corners I've been able to do, doing it that way. That makes me happy. Okay, put a little bit of glue on either side there, and then just go all the way down here. Yeah, actually, let me go up a little bit farther, because I'm just going to cover this with probably craft paper. I haven't even, yeah, I didn't even think about that. So yeah, we're gonna just start this right now, and I'm going to finish this when I get home. And then we're going to fold that in, and then pull it down. Let me put a little bit more glue there. And actually, I don't think that one was as straight as I wanted it to be. However, that's okay because this isn't supposed to be perfect. Okay, sorry if I got too close to the camera there. And then now for this side, I'm gonna fold that down. And then fold that in. So I cut my nails yesterday because they were snagging on the paper. Or not, I was getting hangnails from the paper. I really need to go get a manicure done and invest in a vat of lotion. My cuticles are so dry right now. Okay. Okay, did that work? Almost as good as the other ones. It's actually a little bit more pointy, so I need to get that in there a little bit more. Okay. And I will be sewing around the edges, but obviously after the glue dries. So there you go. And when I make a cover like that, I always use either thicker cardstock, or I use chipboard because since this is a food box, it is relatively thin. And then that way, either thicker cardstock or kind of thin chipboard will make this really sturdy. And so I'll put 2 sides and then one in there. So this is going to be my new book, and I put it in this way because that way you can see that this spine being bigger, it will actually be able to hold that, because I only have a handful or so more, like 7 or more left to do, something like that. I don't know. I can't count right now. Okay. Well, there's that, and then we're going to use this to thread it, but I have to take this other one apart first. So I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial, and I will see you soon. Happy crafting.